Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode we're starting off with a game which includes dwarves, elves, and the evil one. No, it's not Lord of the Rings. Our game is Xanadu. Now this game I knew nothing about back then when I was a kid, and it's a shame because it is a beautiful game with a solid storyline and a unique gameplay. I personally am not very good at playing RPG games. I try to avoid them. But when it comes to an action RPG and when it is well done, I am all for it. And Xanadu provides you with that kind of experience. And I'm still mind blown by some of the graphics on this game. You would have to understand back then how hard it was for developers to insert good graphics into their game with the limitations of the NES hardware. But some areas of Xanadu here have this beautiful fog effect that, if you look at it by today's standards, it doesn't look good. But if you appreciate it for what it was back then, this is just amazing that they were able to insert graphics like this in the game. So here of Xanadu, you are the hero on a quest to save your town. Throughout your quest, you will fight through an army of evil creatures that you come to learn that they are nothing more than just dwarves under the spell of the evil one. And once you get to the final boss, who is this evil one that you're on a quest to terminate? The first time I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. Just look at it! It looks exactly like the Predator, and an ED-209 had a bastard baby. That's hilarious. But Xanadu is a great game that everybody should try. Our next game here is Felix the Cat. Felix the Cat is to the NES generation what the NES is to the Wii generation. It is that cartoon that you heard either your older brothers or even your parents talk about. I can remember being a kid and knowing of Felix the Cat, but I actually, even to this day, have not watched a full episode. This game here is actually what made me like this character. I have seen bits and pieces of some of the episodes here and there, and I wasn't too much into it. But when I played this game, I became a fan. Felix the Cat is a very simple game to play through, and it has great power-ups. Sometimes people complain when a game is too easy, but I don't mind if the game is enjoyable. Look at Kirby's Adventure for example. It is one of the easiest games on the NES, and yet it's also one of the best. I'm not saying that Felix the Cat is a Kirby game, but it's still enjoyable. So give this one a try. You'll like it. This is Felix the Cat. Now we're looking at Flying Warriors. This game, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to include it on our list. My opinion is that the game is not terrible, but I didn't like that I had a hard time choosing what category it fits into. It's got the characteristics of an adventure game, but it also at times attempts to be a fighting game. But also at the same time, it attempts to incorporate some RPG elements into the boss battle. Having all of that wouldn't be so bad if it was at least good at 2 out of the 3 elements. But at best, this game is like, on all 3 of them. But it's included in our list because like I said, it's not a total wreck. And I appreciate that the developers attempted to make an unconventional game in a way that not many others had been made. So this one, you're gonna have to try at your own risk. This is Flying Warriors. For our next game here, let's look at Frankenstein, The Monster Returns. And yes, I know Frankenstein is not the name of the monster. This game here, we just had to add it to our list simply because there is a lack of titles within the letter E and the letter F for the NES. So simply for the sake of quantity, we had to add this one in. Frankenstein is a game that could have been a great game. It's got many elements to make up a good game. This is the usual story of the damsel in distress and you being the brave hero set out to rescue her. Along the way, you will be able to upgrade your weapons and battle a vast array of mythical monsters. All of that sounds great, but the downfall of this game is the hit detection and its controls. They are at times frustrating. You will find yourself smashing the buttons and praying at the same time that you will inflict damage on your enemies. It's like you have to hold the control in one hand and the Bible on another. And the last battle, look at this. What is he doing? Is he jerking off? He was jerking off. Let's look at that again. So look, he's masturbating in front of you, and then he throws his load at you. Alright, but for reals. Again, this game could very well have been one of the greatest, but at the same time, it's not a total loss. This is Frankenstein, The Monster Returns. Thank you for watching. If you have not seen the previous videos in this series, my attempt is to provide you with a complete list of all the NES titles worth playing. When I first started this project, I did not know what I was getting myself into, but I'm determined to see it through. In this series, I'm only including titles in the adventure category. After that, I hope to include other games from other genres like RPG, puzzles, and sports. I hope you stay with me through the end, and we can explore together this amazing piece of hardware. Again, thank you for stopping by, and I do appreciate your comments. It will truly help me in improving the material. I also invite you to visit Soul Siphoner SPFX's channel. Some stuff that you will see there will blow your mind. Once again, thank you for stopping by, and please come back for the next episode.